The Rosicrucians represent a captivating and mysterious chapter in Western esoteric history. Understanding the Rosicrucians requires distinguishing between historical fact and associated myths. The Rosicrucian narrative is often a blend of verifiable events and speculative interpretations. Separating these elements is crucial for an accurate understanding of the Rosicrucian phenomenon. The Rosicrucian legend began with the emergence of 3 anonymous publications. These publications are the Fama Fraternitatis, Confessio Fraternitatis, and the Chemical Wedding. These texts collectively sparked widespread interest and speculation. They introduced the concept of a secret brotherhood with esoteric knowledge. These publications are considered the foundation of the Rosicrucian mythos. The Fama Fraternitatis is a historical document that emerged around 1614. It is recognized as the first manifesto associated with the Rosicrucian movement. The publication of this document sparked significant public interest and sensation. It introduced the ideas and principles of Rosicrucianism to a wider audience. The Confessio Fraternitatis is the second Rosicrucian manifesto. It was published in 1615. The manifesto further elaborates on Rosicrucian ideals. It provides additional details and explanations of the Rosicrucian philosophy. The Chemical Wedding is a text published in 1616. It represents the third text in a Rosicrucian series. The narrative incorporates allegorical elements. It also adds an alchemical dimension to the Rosicrucian story. Christian Rosenkreuz is a legendary figure. He is described as a German sage. Rosenkreuz is also known as a mystic. He's credited as the founder of the Rosicrucian order. Christian Rosenkreuz is said to have traveled extensively in the Middle East. His journeys allegedly took him to Damascus, a major cultural hub. Rosenkreuz also purportedly visited Egypt, known for its ancient mysteries. Fez was another destination, a city renowned for its learning and esoteric traditions. During these travels, Rosenkreuz is believed to have acquired significant esoteric knowledge. Christian Rosenkreuz returned to Germany after his travels. He gathered 8 disciples to form a new fraternity. This fraternity was named the Fraternity of the Rosy Cross. The fraternity was established by Rosenkreuz and his followers. They resided in a secret dwelling. This dwelling was called Sanctus Spiritus. This is an architectural rendering of Rosenkreuz's secret vault. Rosenkreuz was buried inside this vault. The vault's design reflects the esoteric knowledge associated with Rosenkreuz. The vault remained hidden for 120 years. After 120 years, the vault was rediscovered. The rediscovery of the vault is a significant event. The vault containing Rosenkreuz's remains and artifacts was accidentally rediscovered in 1604. The rediscovery was unintentional, suggesting it was not the result of a planned search. The vault contained various artifacts, indicating its significance. Rosenkreuz's body was found preserved within the vault, highlighting advanced preservation techniques. The Rosicrucian Brotherhood publicly stated several goals. One goal was to provide free medical care to the sick. Another stated aim was the reformation of science, religion, and philosophy. The Brotherhood also sought to promote a universal reformation of mankind. The Chemical Wedding is an allegorical narrative. It is presented as a first-person account. The narrative is rich with magical tests. It also contains philosophical mysteries. The work blends adventure with deeper symbolic meanings. The narrative shifts to the historical context of Christian Rosenkreuz. Christian Rosenkreuz is primarily recognized as a literary creation. He is not considered a verifiable historical person. His existence is rooted in fictional narratives rather than historical records. Johann Valentin Andreae was a German theologian, philosopher, and writer. He lived during the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Andreae is primarily known for his association with the Rosicrucian manifestos. He is widely believed to be the principal author or a key contributor to these influential texts. The Rosicrucian manifestos outlined a vision of esoteric knowledge and societal reform. André's role in their creation has made him a significant figure in the history of esotericism and intellectual thought. Johann Valentin André was a Lutheran theologian. André also had expertise as an alchemist. He was a scholar with broad intellectual interests. André experienced disillusionment with the Reformation. His background shaped his later intellectual pursuits and writings. Johann Valentin André envisioned a Christian utopia. This utopia was to be guided by mystical piety. Empirical science was also a guiding principle. Hermetic wisdom played a key role in this vision. André sought to combine faith and reason. His utopia aimed for spiritual and intellectual harmony. The Rosicrucian fraternity was conceived as an invisible brotherhood. This concept functions as a literary device. It was used to disseminate ideas without disclosing the originator. The invisible nature allowed for the safe exploration of controversial topics. It also created an aura of mystery and intrigue around the ideas presented. This approach helped to protect the authors from potential persecution. The publication of Rosicrucian manifestos sparked widespread reaction across Europe. This period is known as the Rosicrucian Furor. The manifestos generated both enthusiasm and skepticism. The public was captivated by the mysterious and transformative claims. However, many questioned the authenticity and intentions of the Rosicrucians. The emergence of the Rosicrucians sparked diverse reactions across various intellectual and religious groups. Scholars exhibited a range of responses, from genuine enthusiasm to critical skepticism. Alchemists were particularly intrigued, drawn to the Rosicrucians' purported knowledge of esoteric secrets. The Catholic Church viewed the Rosicrucian movement with suspicion and concern. This skepticism stemmed from the Rosicrucians' secretive nature and unorthodox beliefs. The contrasting reactions highlight the significant controversy surrounding the Rosicrucians during their time. René Descartes, a prominent philosopher, faced suspicions of being associated with Rosicrucianism. Rosicrucianism was a philosophical secret society. The claims suggested Descartes was involved in the society's mystical and esoteric teachings. Descartes publicly denied any affiliation with the Rosicrucians. His denial aimed to distance himself from potential controversy. The anecdote highlights the challenges faced by intellectuals amid societal perceptions and rumors. The emergence of manifestos in the early 17th century occurred during a period of significant upheaval. This era was marked by both intellectual and religious turmoil across Europe. The timing of these manifestos was perfectly aligned with these societal shifts. This alignment allowed the manifestos to resonate deeply within the contemporary cultural landscape. The synthesis of science and spirituality was particularly appealing in pre-secularization eras. Before secularization, science and spirituality were not necessarily viewed as conflicting domains. The integration offered a more holistic understanding of the world. This synthesis aimed to reconcile empirical knowledge with spiritual beliefs. It provided a framework for interpreting natural phenomena through both scientific and spiritual lenses. The emergence of later Rosicrucian orders marked a significant evolution in the movement. Notable examples include the Gold and Rosy Cross, a prominent Rosicrucian society. The Societas Rosicruciana in Anglia, SRIA, also represents a key order in this lineage. Additionally, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn and Amorc are significant later Rosicrucian orders. Amorc is known as the largest modern Rosicrucian organization. It asserts a direct lineage from ancient Rosicrucian traditions. However, there is a lack of definitive historical evidence to substantiate this claim. The organization's historical connections remain a subject of debate among scholars. Amorc's modern structure and practices distinguish it from earlier Rosicrucian movements. The Rosicrucian movement is best understood as a manifesto-driven intellectual endeavor. It was not a historical society in the traditional sense. The movement's ideas significantly influenced Freemasonry. It also left a lasting impact on the Western occult tradition. The Rosicrucian manifestos spurred intellectual and esoteric developments.